Hello everyone. Today we're going to be um uh redesigning the enclosure for the the wall switch that I have. Um so let's just say the last one I haven't the first one wasn't that great, and we're on iteration 2 already. I'm sorry I didn't video record this or whatever, or change the when I changed everything, the design and whatnot. So let me take you through iteration 1. So this is what we made during the first stream. So that one was it was kind of too perfect. So I have to pop this little thing off. When I put it in, it won't fit in all the way. Oh, now let's see if we can adjust. There we go. So the problem is that it gets stuck on the switches. These holes aren't big enough for a regular switch. We made it the exact size for these switches. So these switches get stuck right in there. And ooh, I don't know if you can see that. Here we go. So these switches get stuck right there on that lip right there. And it won't push through. So it's stuck in there. So that was one of our first things that we try to fix with the first iteration. We fixed that. I fixed that. The second thing is that with our wall switch, the back cover also has problems. As you can see, the holes don't line up. And that's because this inside here, this Wi-Fi, the ESP8266 pushes against that. If it was just these, it would just line up perfectly. So I needed to change up the design a bit more for that. And that brings us to iteration 2. That works kind of fine. Everything's in there. It works perfectly fine. Kind of. Sort of. But this is what we're going to fix today. So the first thing is that, as you can see, there's a gap in there. And that's because, I don't know, let's see if we can bring it up here. I don't know if you can see it all, but the back of the board where these spikes, or the ends of the leads are, these things poke into the board behind it, and it causes it to come out a bit. So we need to indent this board. We need to indent at least 1 or 2 millimeters in. From the first board, this now sits completely flush with the 3D printed wall switch for the front. So this is pretty good. I am not going to mess with it a little bit. One of the iterations I did beforehand, I also moved this circle down a bit because it's not matching up. Also, these boards, they kind of don't really... it all depends with these modules for the IR sensor, infrared. So this thing can wiggle and move and stuff, and it just I want it to be a little bit more flexible if I ever, you know, create these again in the future, or if I decide to, make this an actual thing. But everything lines up perfectly, kind of, sort of, besides that hole, and that's already been moved. The next thing we're gonna fix. So wait, we gotta write this. I gotta write this down. So things we need to fix. These leads poke into the back of this hole, causing it to rise up. The second thing is, if I can get this closed again, just really quickly. This hole, I'm gonna try and make it a little bit smaller for the USB plug. So let me see if I can grab one. So if I put the USB plug in here, Yep, right there. Come on, plug it in. Okay, so if I plug this in, you see all that space on the bottom, the sides, and the top. I want to fill that in a bit, so it can just slot in. Of course, I'm going to leave a little bit of room here and there for, just everything not being exactly flush and straight, because 3D printing plus homemade electronics isn't like the best thing for, everything coming out exactly right. So that's number 2. And number 3 is I want to make this a bit more longer. This hook a bit longer, because when I put it on, like, this is going to go on my metal cabinet, or my metal, not cabinet, shelving unit. And this just hooks right on. It just needs a little bit more so it doesn't, like, wiggle and wobble, because it'll fit. It'll kind of, like, sit there, but it won't go as deep, I guess. And I just want it to be a little bit more, be a little more deeper so it fits more on the shelf, so it doesn't tilt and turn and stuff like that. So that's our 3 things we're going to try and fix today. So now that we got that done, let's go to Fusion 360. Fusion 360. Woo! Also, want to make a shout out to, who was it? Sleepy Sheepy. Thank you for joining us. And as we go. So, let's see what we can do. All right. Screen capture. There we go. Oh. Let's move this a little bit more so I can kind of focus in, zoom in. So I don't know if we should keep this up here because of things. But right now it's fine, I think. We're going to close this half. And I don't know. Oh. All right. All right, let's start. Let's start designing, everyone. So first things first. I think everything's going to be done on the bottom part, to be honest, if I remember correctly. So let's get some of the easy stuff out of the way first. All right, let's delete the roundness, and then let's just extend this. I think it was 5 millimeters I wanted on that. So the hook comes down a little bit more. Wait, let me just redo that. And you can see that I just did that. And we're going to just round these off. There we go. And that's fine. All right, we got one off the list already. All right, next thing is going to be... Next thing's going to be trying to etch an entire board into... I gotta sink everything a millimeter here, so that way the leads don't come off. Now, because I did this smart last time, actually, I don't need to do everything, do I? I just gotta make sure... Oh, god damn it, Discord. Yeah, when I run a speed test, it works perfectly fine and stops doing nothing. So... And it looks like... Okay, so it looks like all my... I'm just examining it here to make sure everything's... All these parts up here are in that square right there. So I don't have to worry about those. And since the front sits flush, I don't need to worry about that. So all I would need to do, really, is worry about the leads on the... I just need to worry about the leads on the... What you call it? On the... For the keys. I'm losing a lot of... I'm not doing too great right now. I am tired. And you know what? We're going to chalk it up to that. That's why I kind of didn't want to do too much today. So, alright. So we're going to just do the keys. And we're going to... Okay. There. Make them even. And then we're going to go 1, 2. Okay, so wait. 3 millimeters is exactly where it is. So 1, 2 would be -5. Okay. That's fine. We're going to cut those in. I don't know if there's... I think it's just those. And then I think that's it. If it's any more than 2 millimeters, I should just cut them. I should really just cut them. Oh. From that. Okay, now the next thing is going to be the USB. Alright, so... Alright, so I need to actually measure that. But first... I guess we're gonna go for, Wow, this is uneven. Nope, we're not going to do that just yet. We're going to delete these. Where are they? These bevels right here are, yeah. Make everything nice and flat. Can I just do it this way? Actually, that does look like an option. Oh, nope. Nope, it actually adds stuff to my timeline. I want my timeline to be nice and smooth. And that's fine. Oh, that little nick right there is one of the buttons. Okay. You know what? I think we're gonna be okay if that nick isn't there. Let's remove that one. That's fine. Okay, so from like one side. Alright, let's try and even that up. Alright, so it looks like this side's okay. The right side's okay. It looks like that's just gonna be fine. It's the left side I need to bring over more. How much are we bringing it over? Alright, okay, so it's like 5 millimeters. So I want to just pull it in for another 3. Because if you're looking at this, let's see if we can workshop. All right, so let's take all the measurements now. All right. All right, so it's kind of like 5-ish right there. Yeah, like right there. It's about 5-ish, give or take. And I want kind of like 1 or 2 millimeters in place, so I want 3 millimeters there. So between the top and that, we're gonna... That looks like another... That looks like 6. Like 6 right there. That I kind of feel comfortable with. And so that's also going to be another 3. So we got 3 coming in between here. 3 there. And... I don't know. I don't know if I want to put another millimeter of plate. Because it looks like it's just 3 right here. It looks like it's 3 underneath. So I kind of want to just leave it that way. So we're not going to do anything underneath. We're just going to create a little roof for it. And so this helps me structurally also because... Alright, let's change it back to screen capture. This helps me a lot because normally it's printed like... Oh, nope, not like that. It's printed on its side. Kind of... Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, come on. Like this. It's... Oh, come on. What the heck? Yeah, it's printed on its side like this. So, like... I hate this. I hate Fusion right now. When did they, like, put this, like, ridiculous... I've been losing more and more control with it. But yeah, normally it's on its side with this facing up. With this side facing up. So with that being there, there's like a whole gap in that little hole right there. So having another bridge right there going from here to here on this top, it'll help out with structural integrity and all that stuff. So let's create it first. So line here to here, here to here, here to here, and here to here. If you don't do this, sometimes it like freaks out. Rectangle. And we'll put that there. And we'll put that there. And that should do it. Extrude here, here, here. What did I say? 3? And then that's fine. And instead of cut, we're going to hit join right here. Hit OK. Hey. There we go. Not too bad. And then I also said I wanted to extrude this by, what, 3? 3. There we go. All right. That might be a bit... Oh, I can't even get in there, can I? No, because Fusion refuses to work the way that it should. I hate the newer Fusion so much. Like, so much control was taken out of it. I don't know who's, like, doing this. But they need to stop, like, with messing around with the controls. Alright, so now we went around the edges like before. Actually, wait a second. I kind of want to round all the edges at the same time, so that way it doesn't freak out on me. Or maybe it will. Oh, there we go. Can it go 2? Yes. Awesome. And that should be good enough. Alright, so... I know this is kind of short, but this is kind of where I want to leave it off. Because I fixed all the problems in my last version. Oh, wait. Nope. Nope, that isn't gonna... I wish it wouldn't do this. Alright, so I'm gonna have to do this by hand, of course. Let's see if we can just do the outsides with 2. And then the insides I have to do separately because for some unknown, well, for some known reasons. And we're just gonna toss that up. Can we toss it all the way up? I'll just do it by 1. Actually, you know what? Cancel it. I still want to round it though. 0.5. Freaking it out a lot. Okay, so that's good. Because I don't want anything perfectly straight except for where the two pieces meet, so they line up flush. So like they just combine. And then I can screw it in, and then that's fine. So let's see. Yeah, so I think that was all I wanted to do today to fix the problems that I've been having with this when I've been printing it out. Oh. One last thing I want to... -5. Oh, no. 5. See, that cuts into... there. Is there a... Okay, so, like, the problem I'm having... Now, I'm thinking about it. Is there going to be a problem of me putting this in? Let me just take this damn screw out. Because it's honestly annoying me. As I'm trying to work with all this different kinds of things. Alright, so... Alright, so... If I just do this, well, is that in any way, shape, or form anywhere near the hole? I don't think it is. I don't think... If worst comes to worst, I can slide it in. So, like, my problem is maybe this is going to get caught on that little doodad thing up there. You know what? I don't feel like that's going to get caught, because it looks like there's no major leads coming out of here. The only leads are right in there, if you can see it. Those 2 leads right in there are what's going to be poking into it. And so I think that that's going to be fine. And so, yeah, no, I think this is going to be okay. I think this new one, doesn't need anything else. So we're going to go back to it. We're not going to do this. We're not going to cut into it. If it needs to be cut into later, that's a whole different thing. But for right now, we can always make another iteration. But I think this is good for right now. Is there anything else that I haven't seen? No, I think that's pretty much it. So, with that, I think we're gonna call it a night, guys. Thank you for tuning in, whoever's here. Let's just see. Let's take a quick look. Thank you guys. I know you're just a handful, but it's really nice having you guys here. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a wonderful afternoon, evening, night. And I'll show you how this goes. And a future upcoming stream or video or whatever. Bye.